Hey, gorgeous friend. Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. We're checking in for your energies, sun, moon, and rising. Moon, and rising. Let's see how things are looking for the week ahead. I will be sharing an energy update in the Soul Collective because there are a few things happening this week that are pretty powerful and hugely supportive. So if you want and aren't a part of that, you can join for free to get started. It is the second link below, and I'll send you access to the group. All right, kicking off, walking away. Indecision. So it seems like a decision's being made because it did show up in reverse. As you guys know, I don't read reversals, but I'm going to give you what comes through in terms of the energy to best support your journey. Just so you know, the way that I connect, Spirit is pretty awesome, and the gifts that I have, I feel very blessed. So the cards are a tool that I use to help share the messages. Sometimes there may be visions that I get. It could be feelings in my body in addition to things that I hear. And yeah, I'm channeling through. So whatever comes through, guys, I will share it and do my best to decipher it, because sometimes too it can be a little tricky to decipher, and I'm not going to have all the answers. I wish. But at the end of the day, we're here to get you a sign, some guidance, and just so you know that you're not alone on this journey, okay? Pisces, friends, crew, amazing humans and souls. All right, walking away, indecision, daughter romance, and we've got the fourth chakra, yin yang, and third chakra energy. So there seems to be, I'm getting there's some decision, or you're choosing to walk away from something towards something else, but it's a very powerful confirmation of this movement that you're making, and it's relating to something. Well, obviously it's relating to something in your past because of the way that it's looking, because you got to walk. Yeah. But I think there's some past story or some past situation that you're walking away from. But what I like is where you're walking to. And we've got the daughter romance here. So, super interesting what's happening, because daughter romance with the fourth chakra, there's something that's cracking your heart open, or you're feeling very warm about, but maybe what I love is willing to receive what's coming through. Because I feel like Pisces, sometimes we believe we're open, but what we're really good at doing is giving. But receiving it back sometimes can have its own experience. But whatever's coming in, it seems to be something that is just really beautiful, that's really understood. You guys, I feel, are on the same page and on the same wavelength. I think it's interesting. This is 33 and 22, two master numbers. So you could be meeting or connecting with your divine counterpart, a soulmate, something of that nature, that just something is balancing out. Something feels really connected and beautiful here. That's very, with the heart energy in between, guys, this is really awesome. And I feel too, this energy and connection that you're coming into or meeting is going to add a lot of positive energy in support of your journey and where you're going. Because the third chakra, it's our solar plexus. It's called Agni, and it's a lot around our life force energy, okay? It's where we kind of dig into where our confidence sits. It's how we shine our light out into the world. Obviously, when all other parts of our chakras are in full flow and in balance, we're more potent than ever. But there's something really powerful about this connection that's just giving you a new confidence in what you're doing and where you're going and how you're putting yourself out into the world. I think with love, when we're really loving life and feeling loved and recognizing love within us, around us, just how we expand and radiate that. And I feel like that's what this connection is really bringing into your life. So I think that's beautiful, really, really beautiful. But I think there's something pretty big going on here with this connection. I don't know if you've met them already, but I do feel that, maybe you weren't sure about this connection at some point. We're going to find out, but there's some, I feel, old story or something from your past that you're shifting away from, maybe something or someone you held on to. But I like this walking away energy. It's glowing. It's like you move into the sun, you're moving to the light. So it's not like you were in the darkness. It's just that I think there was a part of you that had to or has to just trust in yourself and where you're feeling led right now, even if you don't understand it. I feel like this light is shining and calling you, okay? And this indecision, like I said, was flipped. So I have a feeling like you're not in indecision, but you could have been initially as you've met a connection, and then it changes somewhere along the line. So let's get a little bit more on walking away. Queen of Inspiration. What else do we need to know? Four of Emotions. Yeah, exactly. And Three of Inspiration. So there's something here that I think you were feeling quite bold, coming into your own, just realizing, you know what, I'm actually got a lot of my shit going on. Like, I'm pretty badass. You know, I feel like that's the energy that you're really stepping into. And at the same time, I think you're trying to like pump this energy in your heart to go, where do I want to go? Where do I want to be? I want to get it right this time, you know? And a part of that, it may have put you in a place of, where do I want to go next? What do I want to do next? Because I know where I am right now. While it's okay, I just know that there's more, or I'm made for more, or there's someone out there that I know that I'm meant to be connecting with. Like, there's just this, I think, feeling that you've been acknowledging and trying to perhaps to decipher that and what it means, and, you know, intuitively, like all the things that come with that. But something clicks in here, and it's like, okay, I know where I'm going. This is the path. This is the door. And I'm ready to go, and I'm going to go. And I feel like that's what's happening here. There's something opening up. I don't know if some of you are choosing to travel, to go explore a little bit more, challenge some new path and journey, just to see where it takes you, right? And you might be just pleasantly surprised. We've got the Page of Inspiration showing up. Let's dive in a little bit more. We have got the Star energy, 10 of Inspiration. We have got the Knight of Materials. Wow, we've got a lot going on. The Queen of Materials, the 7 of Emotions, and 6 of Emotions. Just figuring out where I want to put these. Okay, I'm just going to get one more for that top row. Just one more, Spirit. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, something's bringing a lot of peace to your life, making you feel good, making you feel safe. I feel when we're in this energy, sometimes it's like we're finally feeling safe where we are, and we can sit back and relax a bit. You know, that's the energy I'm getting from this Four of Voices. So let's dive in a little bit more and see what. I mean, just when I realize how I've placed these, this is beautiful. Okay. Just having a sip of my drink. All right, guys. So with this Page of Inspiration, I do feel like someone wants to communicate with you, maybe wants to go and explore. Someone here, I feel, is going to express their interest, but it's like they've got some idea that they want to share with you. So this could be like an initial creative connection, meaning, you know, the way that you guys connect is a little bit differently. Maybe there sparks some interest, like you've got a similar purpose, a similar goal that you want to work towards, or just things that have been really relevant in your life. It's like there's a similar understanding. There's just a little bit of difference with this connection, but it might also be different to what you know. But it's interesting too, because I feel the way that you perhaps are connecting or communicating here, there's something here that I think gives you a bit of like, you're feeling the potential in it, but also too, like there must be, I'm getting this sense, a little bit of peace with it, which could feel a bit weird, right? At the end of the day, maybe it's making you feel different things. Maybe, you know, someone is showing up in ways that you're not used to. Maybe you're used to giving a lot, and this person's given back. Like there's just seems this bit of flow and receptivity on both sides that just seems like pretty easy and flowy, but at the same time, that's a bit of a intensity, a burden, because if you're not used to that, as much as you want it, it can feel a bit uncomfortable. And maybe you're like looking for certain signs from previous situations to go, hang on, is this really right? Like, when's the ball going to drop? When's something going to blow up? Well, things like that could be happening or what you're experiencing. But I feel what's cool about this, in a healthy way, it's present, the energy, but it's not going to be moving fast. And I think that's really important for you at this time, because you also have important things to do for yourself right now. I do feel, regarding your work, regarding your career, regarding some part of you that doesn't relate to a certain person or connection. This is more so, and when I mean that, like a loving partner, there's something that you need to do for you that's outside of a relationship dynamic that is helping you expand yourself, your path, your journey. But this connection, I feel, is a really beautiful force to allow you to do that and come into your own in terms of something that you also want to accomplish. But this energy is very supportive of that, even though it may not be everything right now. It's growing. It's an expanding energy that, again, there's just something really supportive about this connection. But there might be a little bit of overwhelm with it, okay, with this energy. Because with this Knight of Materials and the Queen of Materials, there's definitely something pretty solid, pretty strong coming towards you that's putting you in a place of success, a place of stability, a place of just ownership, and knowing that wherever you're going next, this is hugely, hugely supportive and putting you in the right place of actually where you want to be. I feel like this is something that you've been working towards for some time. Interesting with these options that have showed up. There's a soulmate connection here, is what I feel. But just that there's a little caveat here, in the sense of there is something that I think is coming up for some of you, reflecting on past experiences. You might be like, your radar might be coming up a lot, trying to look for what is wrong here, what is wrong there. And maybe that could be part of, like, I don't want to mess this connection up, but I really need to check for signs here, because I don't want to be in a situation I've been before. I thought I had met my person, whatever this may be. So there's something that may be coming up, even in the beauty amongst it, or even in the excitement. I feel like you're kind of low expectationing it, if that's a word. To really assess how you're feeling and what you want to do here. But I am seeing that you're going towards this connection, because I think there's some realization here. The more that you guys talk, the more that you guys communicate, the potential of what this could be. But I do feel it's a bit of a slow moving energy, meaning it's just not going to be the hot, steamy, in that way. This is like a deeper soul connection. So for some of you, this could be a twin flame energy, but I do definitely feel soulmate energy with this, especially with Sixes of Emotions, Daughter Romance, and the yin yang energy with the heart chakra in between. There's a lot of depth here, guys. So I really like that for you. And this is actually going to bring you a lot of peace. I feel a lot of balance, a lot of harmony in whatever's happening with this connection. So let's dive a little bit deeper and see what else we need to know. You know what? I'm going to get another deck. Just to see if we can get any corresponding interesting energy. This just flew out from another deck. I'm just going to put it out there because it's number 33, Daughter Romance Concern. I find it interesting, concerns coming up, because as I said, I think there's like a lot of niceties, a lot of nice things, but you're like waiting for something to potentially go wrong or whatever this is, because maybe it is quite a just very understood energy. Maybe they're very similar to you in experience, what they've been through, how they feel, what you both have learned, what you both want to bring to the next connection, relationship, whatever this is. I feel this is more relationship related than project related, but I do see as well your own success in your career and bringing new energy to something. But yeah, I'm just getting a sense that there's a lot of recognition and understanding for each other, which also might be flagging you going, is it really true though? Not like there's just a little bit of question, not because of anything potentially wrong. I think you're just looking for signs to make sure the legitimacy of this person, okay? Because you don't want to get stuck into what you've been before. Okay, so Four of Pentacles with the Queen of Inspiration. Let's just get a few cards out and then I'll dive in a bit deeper. We've got the Nine of Wands. Yeah, and I can see that. We had a bunch flip, but I'm just going to put them back. Six of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Knight of Swords. Chariot. Five of Pentacles, and ending with the Sun. Well, that looks pretty mighty fine. But let's dive in, guys, and what this all is and what this all means. So, with the Four of Pentacles here showing up with this Queen of Inspiration, there's something here about, you know, maybe feeling safe where you were, but you also know that as you're building or regrouping as well, you know, maybe parts of your life, trying to put things back together where certain things haven't been working exactly, again, I just feel like you're putting perhaps parts of your life back together in some way to get to a really strengthening, let me get the words right, strong place. Weird. Okay. I think you get what I mean, that I'm trying to say here. I can be a bit unique with my words, but yeah, there's something here about building upon, you know, having that solid foundation to build upon and make something really start flowing in your life is what I feel is happening here. And it's like you're getting some inspiration of what that is, where you're going next, and how you want to infuse that into your life. But a part of it is like making the decision. Well, what is that? What does that look like? Where do I want to be? Where do I want to go? Because things aren't necessarily, you know, bad. It's just, you know, you're made for more and you deserve more, made for more potential, you know, like you just want to up level, and I love it. So with this Four of Emotions and Nine of Wands, it's this also part of the effort and sometimes the sacrifice and what we need to put into things to make a good go of it. I think there's parts of you realizing too, where you may have been shut off a little bit, maybe in some form of comfort or a little bit of sometimes excuses just to stay where you are. It may not be so obvious, but sometimes that can happen. And I feel, you know, you might have been in a little bit of survival mode with certain things, like you're just been keeping up, and now it's like, I don't want to keep up anymore. I want to do more. So what does that look like? And more doesn't need to be a negative thing, because I know sometimes there can be this like, well, we want more. Like, no, you've got aspirations, that you know that you've got amazing gifts, you know you've got amazing love in your heart, you know there's a lot of beautiful things about you, and you want to put it out into the world, right? With your work, with connecting with people, with things that make you feel good, that you're making a difference, but you're also connected into the right people, the right places that also make you feel good. Like you're in your own way still receiving back, but not in a way of greed, but in a way of like, that's how life should be, right? And again, I don't think you're giving to receive, but it's the understanding that if that's how you show up and you're showing up in that energy, that energy should also be meeting you. And I feel like that's what's happening here as we shift through this, because whatever decision you end up making and going towards, we can see this is hugely supportive. Whether this is financially got some financial aspect to it, or this is just energy and reciprocation, we definitely see this coming in and things balancing out here. While this may not seem balanced, this person still has other items in here, or this opportunity still has more to give. But it's important to remember that you need to give to yourself as well on this journey. So just remember that, friend. in addition to that, as something comes into connection, as something comes into union here with this door to romance, I feel like some form of conversation is going to spark something here with this Two of Cups energy, okay? That's going to kind of allow you to look at things and go, whoa, this could actually be something. There's some pretty sweet partnership that's happening here that I feel you've been calling in for some time. And maybe it's like your hopes and dreams and desires are coming to life. But like I said, you still got the burden that's coming with that. But whatever this burden is, or whoever that you're dealing with in terms of this star energy, I feel like if there is a pause, or if there is this looking into or trying to understand what this is, you get the clarity that comes with this. You could be dealing with an air energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I am getting strong Aquarius energy with the Star and the King of Swords. You could also have some other things that you're dealing with, or I'm just going to say, like, on the side, separate to a relationship that's growing. You might have other things that you're dealing with. It's weird. I'm getting a little bit of legality here with this, or someone in a high profession that you may be dealing with that, again, I feel whatever's coming in is beautiful, but there's also like another energy in here that is supporting you with some other burden. I don't know what other burden that is coming up here. While it may be the checking how this relationship's going and checking in with yourself to make sure you're not missing anything, I feel like there's something else that's going on here that you may be dealing with and seeking a professional, or seeking some support or some mentorship. But whatever the burden that's being carried, or like a little bit of a tension that you're feeling about something, I feel like that's going to clear out pretty quickly, and you're kind of taking control of that and working and doing whatever you need to do to roll with this. And if there is a slowdown of any kind, that's going to be moving forward. And this Knight of Materials, which is really interesting because it's moving slow or hasn't moved the way that you wanted, you may be feeling at a little bit of a loss. But it's really interesting. Like, is there some concern of abandonment? Is there some question of whether this person is truly interested, truly connected? There's some question here. There will be an extended where we're going to go in deeper in terms of this situation and kind of what's unfolding here. I do feel there is some career aspect for some of you in amongst a relationship dynamic. So again, if you want to connect into the extended, it will be the first link below. In addition to the extended, you actually get access to the whole month, just so you know. Jump in if you feel called to jump in. And like I said, you get access to the whole month. So yeah, there's something here that ends up feeling like, I don't know, I don't know if it's a concern of abandonment. Well, we'll dive in, but there's some concern here about someone's movement and progress and thinking they're at a loss. But I'm seeing movement forward, so I don't know what this loss is being felt. Again, I'll uncover it. But what I do like with this Queen of Materials, we've got the Sun energy. And when we've got the Sun energy, I mean, it's confirmation you're on the right path, you're on the right journey. Where there has been hardship, it's like, that's clearing out, that's healing, that's going. So there's something pretty successful that's happening on the other side here. I'm going to get, for those that are leaving us, I'm going to get Moonology. Now, you know what I'm going to get? I'm going to get one of, I don't know what this, I can't remember what this, it's a Rebecca Campbell deck. It's not Starseed. Rose Oracle, yeah. Let's see what the advice is for you. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? I like that. And birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. And I can see part of this happening here. Either which way, this connection that's coming in, I do feel there's some creative aspect between you. Like you both might be creatives. You both may be like entrepreneurial. Like there's some mission or goal or something that you both, I feel, have a similar connection to. So if you're going to join us in the extended, I'd love to see you there. The extended's last anywhere from 30 minutes to 1 hour. It really depends on what comes through and how much we get, similar confirmation. But we will unpack a whole bunch here and get some further insight. If we get to see you there, great. If not, have an awesome day, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Much love. Bye.